Hey, what's going on, you corny sods? I figured I would fight with the microphone, of course, like I always do in all of my videos, and show you some stuff I got for my upcoming videos of cracking packs. In fact, I'm even going to record a few episodes while we're here. And of course, in order for me to do that, I've got to make space on my damn keyboard. This desk, I swear, I clean this desk like all the time, and it just stuff builds up on it. So I'm gonna the desk view, as you can see, and I want to show you some things that I purchased. I bought this with my own money. This is not sponsored. Foundations. This is the new-ish Magic the Gathering. It's not the core set, but they want to call it the core set. Apparently, it's called Foundations, and in it, it has a bunch of back to basic foundations when it comes to Magic the Gathering, because a lot of the sets have gotten away from the direction of classic Wizards of the Coast. I bought these on the Jungle website. This is their old fat pack. The only difference between this kind of fat pack and the original fat packs was the original fat packs came in 2 boxes. Okay, so double this box, came in 2 boxes, and in one of the boxes you got a novel, you got a book to read that gave you background and a good story about the expansion, and to pull you in to the stories of the champions and the legendary characters and things like that, and even the planeswalkers. Of course, you get the typical, this is not a D20, this is a spin down counter. So there's 20, there's 19, there's 18, there's 17, there's 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's how you rotate the spin down counters. They are not D20s. In these Foundations fat pack, which isn't technically a fat pack, we get boosters. These are sealed product from Wizards, and I know these are sealed because when I bought this, it was still wrapped in the WotC cellophane. If you run a blue light over this cellophane, it says WotC in a blue dye. And this is something that pirates don't know. Well, now they do if they watch this video. But so yeah, WotC has like an invisible ink on the cellophane of some of their products, their sealed products. And yes, I've also taken the land. It's not technically a land pack, but it's a form of a land pack. And you get 1 rare from the set, and it has the Foundations star on it. This is a foily rare. It's a black enchantment, 1 and 2 black. At the beginning of your upkeep, you draw a card and lose a life. Interesting. And then we've got some foily lands. And then we've got some foily full-size lands. These I can see going up for sale on Fleabay pretty quick, because they're full-size land arts and they're foily, so those are definitely going in the collection. And then you got the regular art, and then you've got some more full-size art cards, non-foily this time around. So we've got the foil variants and the non-foil variants. So yes, they are going in there. And this is the regular lands. So regular plain Jane lands go there. Non-regular foilies go there. So we've got the 2. We've got a foil variant and the regular variant. There you go. Of course, the foil variant being this one. You can see it in the light now, and a regular variant. So those would be nice in a black deck. Of course, we've got a foil variant, full foil variant here, and a non-foil variant here. So yeah, let's get into the packs. Now I am going to bring this light over so you can get a little bit more going. Sorry about the bad camera angle, guys. I am trying to get a better setup. I do have this overhead pole thingy, but it's too short for this table. Alright, so we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 boosters. Okay, so cool. So I'll do them in groups of 3. So we're going to open up 3 sets of 3. And these are still sealed product. Now, I do know that apparently Watsy have said that they have added a promo code that you can put onto the Magic the Gathering online that will give you basically an online cat pack. So first pack, cat token. Okay, I'm going to put tokens to one side, so we're going to flip. We're going to go through the commons first. Okay. If anything stands out commons wise, fake your own death to the end of the turn, get +2, 0, and gains when this creature dies, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control, and create a treasure token. Okay. And then it's for it's a single target creature, so that sucks. Unfortunately, it's not an enchantment. Okay. Vampire Warlock, flying creature can't block. When this creature enters, return target creature from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Seer's Angel uncommon. Nice, nice. So I'm going to put the commons again in one pile, tokens in one, uncommons. So we've got Seer's Angel. I remember when that was a rare in God, what core edition was it? 2018, 2019. She was a rare. Dreadwing Scavenger. That's a nice little. I like that art on that card. It's a 2/2 for 3. 1 colorless, 1 blue, 1 black. Flying. When this creature enters or attacks, draw a card, then discard a card. Threshold. This creature gets +1/+1 and has Death Touch, as long as there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard. Liliana deck, maybe. Oh my god, Heartless Hinditsu. God, that's Kamigawa. Wow. If target player has exactly 10 life, Hinditsu's second right deals 10 damage to that player. Ooh. Ooh. Kamigawa coming back maybe? Red rare. Slagstorm for 3. Choose one. Slagstorm deals 3 damage to each creature, or Slagstorm deals 3 damage to each player. Okay. Alright, cool. Savannah Lions. Oh wow. Oh, and we've got a Dismissal Blackwater. Dismissal Blackwater. Tap for blue or black. This land when this land enters tapped. When this land enters, you gain 1 life. Oh, that's nice. I'm going to put the lands again to one side, and a nice foily Savannah Lions in the first pack. Not too bad. Not too bad. No mythics just yet. Apparently they have I'm not sure if they increased or reduced the mythics count in this set. That doesn't mean that you get a reduced chance of getting a mythic. They just reduce the amount of mythics in this set. And they move some stuff around, like Seer's Angel is now an uncommon again. She bounces from a common to uncommon. Same as several other cards. Alright, so we've got a Foundations Art Series. I like these cards. Oh, have a word, governor. Gold signed. Oh, gold sign. That's going in my binder. That's going in my binder. Lovely jubbly. Right, so I'm going to flip this over. Growth from the Ashes. That's from an older set. Healer Hawk. Enchanted Voyage. Sanguine Siphoner. Vampire Warlock. Whenever this creature attacks, your opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. That is going to go well with cards like Mind Crank and various others to deck out opponents quick. Nice. So you just keep swinging it for 1. I mean, yeah, it's got a 3 toughness, so you would use it for blocking as well. But that's definitely one to keep an eye on. Burst Lightning, of course, it's but 2 damage to any target. If the spell was kicked, it deals 4 damage instead. So yeah, that's different. So red's going with a burn. Green, what's this one? This one is Treetop. It's just a spider that has blocking, so it's the old school forest spider. Spitfire Larnak. Landfall. Whenever a land you controls enters this creature, deals 1 damage to each opponent. Ooh. Oof. It's a 4/3 for 4. It's not bad stats wise. Broken Wings. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. Oh, green, you're coming out swinging, aren't you? Woo! Green ain't messing about in this set. Oh my gosh. Right, so Spectre Sailor is our first uncommon. It's a 1/1 for 1 with flash, and it's got a mana ability, pay 4, draw a card. Not a bad ability. Then we've got Vengeful Blood Witch, costs 2. So 1/1, whenever this creature or another creature you control dies, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. I am noticing a theme with black. Micromancer, costs 4 and it's a 3/3 creature. When this creature enters, you may search your library for an instant or sorcery card with a mana value of 1, reveal it and put it into your hand. Interesting. Day of Judgment. Oh my god. It's an Armageddon. It's basically Armageddon. It's the rare, so it costs 4 and it just says destroy all creatures. And it's a sorcery, not an instant. We've got a Foilia uncommon. Needletooth Pack. It's a dinosaur, costs 5 and it's a 4/5 with Morbid. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, put 2 1/1 counters on target creature you control. Nice, and just a generic land, so we'll put that in there. And the third pack in the set of that. Alright. And this is not all the magic product I bought. I've got another. Alright, so we've got a zombie token. Nice zombie token too. So it goes in the token pile. Oh. Okay, so Goblin Borders. Raid. This creature enters with a 1/1 counter on it if you attacked this turn. Nice. Nice. Doesn't have haste or anything, so. Beastkin Ranger. 3/3 for 3. With Trample. Whenever another creature control enters, this creature gets +1/+0 to the end of the turn. So it's definitely a pumper. Banishing Light. Oh, that's going to look nice as a foilie, but this one isn't. It is an enchantment for 3. When the enchantment enters, exile non-land permanent an opponent controls until this enchantment leaves the battlefield. So it's a nice removal for a Planeswalker maybe. Mocking Sprite. It costs 3 and it's a 2/1 flyer. Instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Nice, that's definitely going to be abused. Bake into a Pie. It's a black card, costs 4, it's an instant. Destroy target creature, create a food token. It's an artifact with 2 tap, sacrifice this token, you gain 3 life. Okay, so it's a destroy creature, gain life. Aegeus Turtle, 0/5 for 1, and it's a turtle. Oof, that is definitely going to be oh, here we go, more Kamigawa. Quick Draw Kitana, I remember that. First Strike, see back then it was Bushido, but they've just changed it to First Strike. During your turn, the equipped creature gets +2 and has First Strike only during your turn. So it's meant to like go on the turtle or go on various other cards. So that's interesting. That is interesting. First uncommon in this pack. Imprisoned in the Moon, costs 3, it's a blue. Enchantment Aura. Enchant creature, land, or planeswalker. Enchanted permanent is a colorless land with tap, add colorless mana, and loses all other card types and abilities. Holy shit! You can technically use this to nullify an opponent's planeswalker. Because it doesn't say that you control. Imprisoned in the Moon. I can use this on my opponent. Oh, that's spicy. Ah, Vampire Nighthawk. I've got original versions of this guy too. It's a 2/3 for 3 with flying, death touch, and lifelink. It's just a vampire shaman. Ajanti's Pride Mate costs 2. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Definitely life ramp. So you could do a black-white life ramp vampire Ajani combo. I can see that coming. Then Snakeskin Veil. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It gains hexproof until the end of the turn. It's an instant. Nice, nice. Ooh, multicolored rare. We have got 1,000 Year Storm. Costs 4, a blue and a red. It's an enchantment. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, copy it for each other instant and sorcery spell you have cast before it. In it this turn, you may choose a new target for those copies. Oh, blue control red burn in one deck. Oh, this. Oh. That is going to be broken. Alright, so we've got a foily. Lightning Duo costs 3 and a blue for a 3/4 creature. Rat Otter. Prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a 1/1 counter on it. Whenever this creature enters, survey 2. Look at the top 2 cards of your life. Okay, so it's a hybrid. And we've got a full land blue. Nice. It's going to go in the full land section. And it's a foily common, so I'm going to put in with the commons. That's the first 3 packs. I'm not going to gripe with that. Let's look at the next 3. I'm going to speed this up a bit, guys. Because no one wants to sit here and watch a video for, X amount of minutes, of me opening packs. But if you do, I don't mind. I'll take it. So, anyway, so we've got another zombie token. Going to flip it over. Marauding Blight Priest. Vampire Cleric. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses a life. She's part of the infinite life gain combo. Go back in what? 2019, 2020? It was before. It was during lockdown, so 2021. Interesting. Courageous Goblin. Ambush Wolf. Dazzling Angel. Runaway Together. Broken Wings. Fleeting Destruction. Here we go. So we're going to go straight to the uncommons. Arcane Infamy. This spell costs 1 less to cast if you control a wizard. And draw 3 cards. So if you've got 3 wizards, this only costs you 2 blue. Okay. Vampire Goremind. A vampire creature. Whenever this creature attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, draw a card, and this creature can't be blocked this turn. Interesting. So you can sack a token, draw a card, and it becomes unblockable. Interesting. Ravenous Amulet costs 2. 1 tap, sacrifice a creature, draw a card, and put a soul counter on this artifact. Activate only as a sorcery. 4 and tap, sacrifice this artifact. Each opponent loses life equal to the number of soul counters on this artifact. Oh, if there's a way I can put more tokens on this thing, that can be a game changer. Exsanguate is X and 2 black. Each opponent loses X life. You gain life equal to the weight. Okay, so it's just a corrupt, but it costs 1 extra black. Okay, cool. Ooh, Blasphemous Edict. Black rare. This is a nice black booster. Sorcery. You may pay black rather than pay this 1 black rather than pay this spell's mana cost. If there are 13 or more creatures on the battlefield, each player sacrifices 13 creatures of their choice. Holy biscuit. That is broken. That is broken for Commander. Token weenies will just get destroyed. And we've got a uncommon foily, Frenzied Goblin. A Goblin Berserker. Whenever this creature attacks, you may pay 1 red. If you do, target creature can't block this turn. Oh, okay. Cool. And then we've got a full blue land art. So let's put that rare away and these uncommons together. That was pack 1. Pack 2. Ooh. You know, I wouldn't even be upset if this is the only collector sign card I get. See, people don't value these cards. I do, because it's Watsy's way of thanking the artist, I guess. Because I know they've had a lot of controversies in the past. Oh, we've got another one. They've had a lot of controversies in the past of artists using AI and a few other things, and yeah, so let's take a look. Is it signed? No. Boo! Oh, that would be bitchin' signed. Alright, that's fine. You can join the par. Alright, so we've got common. Macabre's Waltz. Oh, I love the art on that card. Yes, I am a Liliana fanboy. Love Liliana. I think I've got all but 2 Lilianas. Strongbox Raider. 5/2 for 4. Raid. If you attack this turn, exile the top 2 cards of your library. Choose one of them until the end of the turn. Your next turn, you may play that card. Okay, cool. An affectionate Eldritch, just based adventuring gear. This is from the D&D set. Landfall. Whenever you pairs, creature gets +2/+2 to the end of the turn. Equip +1. That would be good for like or another vampire. Creature vampire rogue. At the beginning of your end step, if your opponent loses life this turn, you may put 1 counter on target vampire you control. Okay, cool. Oh, we've got our first mythic. Herald of the Eternal Dawn, Angel. Flash, flying. You can't lose the game and your opponents can't win the game. It's just Platinum Angel. Oh, and it's not an artifact, and it costs a shit ton more. So 4, 5, 6, 7. It's cost 7. Interesting. So I'm going to put that there. That's interesting. Then we've got a foily common and a foily dual land. Nice. I'll put that with the other one. So Black's vampire. I would have thought with the zombie tokens you'd think there would have been more zombies in it, but apparently it's just vampires. Alright, treasure token. Nice. I'll take that. Alright. Soul Shackled Zombie. I just said that about zombies, and then lo and bloody behold, we get a zombie. Watsy. It is a 4/2 for 4. Whenever this creature enters exile, top 2 cards from your graveyard. If at least one creature card was exiled, this way each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Okay, cool. Incinerating Blast, Giant Growth, that's classic. Prideful Parent, Vigilance. Whenever this creature enters, create a 1/1 white creature. Okay, so it's a token generator. Okay, Eaten Alive. Additional casters cast sacrifice a creature or pay 3 and a black. Exile target creature or planeswalker. Oof. Oath. Golden Pickaxe. Alright, cool. So those are nice, some nice commons. Dragon Trainer. When this creature enters, create a 4/4 red dragon creature token with flying. Okay. Needletooth Pack. Fire Spitter Whelp. 2/2 for 3. Flying. Whenever you cast a non-creature or dragon spell, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. Okay. Oh, we've got a full-size Hero's Downfall. Nice. Destroy target creature or planeswalker for 3. Oh, that is awesome. I like the art on it. Oh, that's nice. This is going in my collection. I'm not getting rid of that. And we've got a blue rare High Fae Trickster. Flash, flying, you may cast spells as though they had flash. Okay, so it just basically gives flash to all of your spells. Creatures, instant sorceries, things of that nature. She's a 4/2 for 4. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Banishing light. I told you this card would be banging if it was a foily. And look, I got the foily. I got the foily. I've got to angle this light real quick. Look. Got the foily. Oh, this is banging. The art is amazing. Foily. Oh, that's bang. Oh, that's banging. Oh yeah. That card's going in my collection just because I like the art on it. And of course we've got our nice little tap land, dual land, comes in tapped whenever it enters land, gain 1 life. You can join that pile. Okay, so we've got 1 mythic out of what, 6 packs? Okay, so 1 mythic so far out of 6. Actually, I'll be able to tell if it was 6 or not. 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 5. No, it's 5. Huh. Oh, no, wait. Got 3 left. Yeah, it was 6. Learn to count. Maths is hard. Okay. And we've got a cat token. Oh. Hello there. Arrow. Whoop. Sorry about my Discord going off there, guys. Flip. Ooh, refute. Counter target spell, draw a card, then discard. Okay, cool. Hungry Ghoul. Creature zombie. 1, sacrifice another creature, put 1 counter on this creature. Okay, so it's a pumper. Okay. He can be fun to play. Cracking Cyclops. Apothecary Stomper. Yeah, white's going to be all cats and creatures. Cats mostly. Icewind Elemental. Flying when this creature enters, draw a card and then discard a card. Okay. Pilfer. Target opponent reveals his hand. You choose an online card from it. That player discards that card. This is gonna be fun. Campus Guide. It's a golem. It's a 2/1 for 2. When this creature enters, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, then shuffle and put that card on top. Oh, okay, cool. So it's a land grabber. Slumbering Cerberus. 4/2 for 2. What the? This creature doesn't untap during your untap step. Morbid. At the beginning of each end step, if a creature died this turn, untap this creature. Okay. So the only way you can get him to untap is if you either kill a creature or one of your creatures dies. Okay. That would make sense. Reclamation Sage. Elf Shaman. When this creature enters, you may search for a target artifact or enchantment. Okay, it's search. Mischievous Pup. Creature. Dog. It's dog. Can I touch that? Can I pet that puppy dog? I want to pet that puppy dog. Flash. When this creature enters, you return 1 other target permanent you control to its owner's hand. Okay, cool. Oh, Gidja, Front of Hope. Legendary creature angel. It's a 2/2 for 2. Flying vigilance. Each other angel you control enters with an additional 1/1 counter on it for each angel you already control. And it has tap, add one, add white mana. Spend this mana only to cast an angel spell. Okay, so it's like a Llanowar elf, but you can only use it but it's also a pumper. And then foily rare. Prosperous Corporations. That's a mouthful. 5. It's 7. Creatures you control get +10/+10 and gain vigilance until the end of the turn. God damn. And then a foily Black Swamp. But it goes into the regular lands because it's a regular land. Okay, cool. Can I touch that? Can I pet that puppy dog? Can I pet that puppy dog? Can I pet that puppy dog? That little dog cracks me up. I want to pet that puppy dog. It's a freaking bear. Not no puppy dog. Alright, cool. Oh, 1 of 54. If this is signed... Oh, come on! Wonk, wonk. I'm only 1 for 3. Boo! Stab, target creature, Nick 2, yeah. Goblin surprise. Okay. Die 1's elite, elf warrior. When the creature enters, you control another elf, create a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token. Okay, so you get 2 for 1 if you already got an elf. So drop land and white elf turn 1, turn 2, drop her, you got 3 elves now. Okay, so that's really good board control straight away. Nice. Make your move, destroy target light effect enchantment or creature with a power of 4 or greater. That was, they had a card like that in the Mirrodin set. Bagfin Bouncer, Shark, Pirate. When this creature enters, return target creature an opponent controls to its owner's hand. Ooh, Evolving Winds. It's a typical tap sack. Perch basically, and then put it into battlefield tapped and shuffled. Okay, cool. So that's gonna go there. Armosaur Guide. Here we go. Now we're into the uncommons. Sun Bleached Healer. And 1, 2 for 3/1. Lifelink. When the creature enters, if it was kicked, return target non-land permanent card with a mana value 2 or less to your graveyard to your battlefield. Okay, cool. So you're gonna want to kick this for the 4. For the 4 total cost. Okay. Good Fortune Unicorn. Whenever another creature controlled enters, put 1 counter on that creature. Okay, so it's a pumper. Meteor Golem. Oh my god, that's old school throwback. Destroy target on land permanent opponent controls. Oh. Seduced. Oh wow, Secluded Courtyard. As this land enters, choose a creature type. Tap, add 1 colorless mana, or tap, add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast a creature spelled of the chosen type or activated an ability of the creature source of your chosen type. That is cool. Cool. Okay, so we've got a green rare. Sylvian Scavenging. It's an enchantment. Costs 3. At the beginning of your end step, choose 1. Put a 1 counter on a target creature you control. Create a 3/3 raccoon creature token if you control a creature with the power of 4 or greater. So you're just going to put this out, pump your elves, get an elf to 4/4, namely that common one I showed you, and all of a sudden you can start pumping out 3/3 raccoons. Oh, cool. That's going to be pretty beefy. Battle Song Berserker. Whenever you attack, target creature gains +1, +0, gains menace to end of the turn. Okay, cool. And another dual tap land. I will take those. That is cool. I even got Foily uncommon. Last booster from this box, and then I have I have this to open up, the beginner's box. I'm going to be tearing apart those beginner decks. Mostly, take a look at them and understand the fundamentals of how things work. Ooh, Elf Warrior token. You go to tokens. Whoop. Okay, inventory employment. Elfsworn Giant. That's a giant reach landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, create a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token. What see? Come on to you. The Commando, Human Soldier, Flash, Sacrifice Creature, Destroy. Oh! She would have gone amazing in my soldier deck. Absolutely amazing in my soldier deck back in the day. Tolerant Terror, Infestation Sage, Elf Warlock. When this creature dies, create a 1/1 black and green insect creature token with flying. Cool. Gennard Colony, Edric Wizard. Draw your second. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Oh, so you want to put that into a self draw card? Yeah, to pump him up. Right, now we're into the uncommons. We got Cat Collector, and it is in fact a crazy cat woman. Oh, ironically, I actually have the full-size art on it. Ha ha ha! Which I believe is one of it's one of 54. from the series. 1 of 54. Some of the hardest cards to get in the set is the first number and the last number. Cat Collector. Ooh, we've got a legendary creature. Tavania, Bethnic Druid. Landfall, whenever a land you control enters, you gain 1 life and draw a card. An offer you can't refuse. Count a target non-creature spell. Its controller creates 2 treasure tokens. Okay. Alright. Oh, hold up. Hey, hold the phone. Hold the phone. Edenia, Saint of Dusk. Vampire Knight, lifelink, hex, proof from instance. Oh my god. Oh. As long as your life total is greater than your starting life total, Edra gets +1/+1 and has menace. Edra gets an additional +5/+5 and has, as long as your life total is at least 10 greater than your starting life. Oh! Fuck! God damn! She ain't messing around. I'm thinking life gain commander and having her as my commander. Hold up. Oh! Azeka, who laughs at fate. He was... What set was he from? Oh, it's gonna rack my brain now. Was it Neon Dynasty? I know it was from one of the Kamigawa sets. First strike, whenever you take attacks, he puts 1 counter on it. Raid, beginning of end of your step. If you attack this turn, return target creature card with a mana value less than the equal of Ashiga's power from your graveyard to the battlefield. Oh, you're broken. You're broken, bruv. Oh, cute! Little flighty kitty cat. Little flighty kitty cat. Little flighty kitty cat. Oh. When this creature enters, draw a card. Oh, you're adorable. Oh, you're adorable. And then we get a common mountain. Whoop. Okay, that's the boosters from that set. Got 1 mythic out of the 9 boosters. Like I said, I know they said that they reduced the amount of mythics in the set. I'm not sure if they meant the amount of print or your chances of pulling them or etc, etc. But we walked away with quite a few really good cards. Of course, you know, the mythic being the Platinum Angel clone. But we walked away with some very interesting legendaries. We walked away with 3 really nice. We've got a couple of uncommon legendaries as well, but I want to show you the rare legendaries. The 2 that have gotten my eye are these 2. I have played blue in the past, and I've played green in the past. I've gone through phases where I loved red, or I loved green, or I loved mono colored decks. I find dual colored decks like these 2. You can negate not pulling the colour you need by getting the dual lands. You know, there's always ones that are named, so you can get 4 of those, and four of one that does the exact same thing, but it's named differently. In your set to avoid that kind of issue of not having the coloured land in your hand when you need it. But her and him, both of them would be really good commanders. I'm telling you, both of those would be really good commanders. Really good. Oof. Wait. I will keep an eye out on these to see, especially him. These 2 definitely. I want to see the price on the Herald of the Eternal Dawn. When I find out the prices on some of these cards, I will post them on screen in post edit. So anyway guys, that's what was in the fat pack. So I'm going to take the basic lands with the exception of the foilies out. So we'll take the foil. I always keep the foil lands. It's an old thing that I used to do back in the day, where we would have a rule at our local gaming hobby store where if you dropped a foily land first turn, you gain 2 life. It was just a silly little rule that we did, but it was still a fun rule. And so I'm gonna keep with that tradition. I really am going to keep with that tradition. So hopefully I'm going to try and get it to be a thing at my local hobby store. I love these full-size land arts. God, these are beautiful. These are absolutely beautiful. Watsy, you knocked. Oh, it's Liliana too. I just realised it's Liliana. I've got such a boner for that chick. Oh my god. I know. TMI. I know. Alright, so these are the common lands. They can join my other common lands. No joke, I've literally got a pile of black common lands right here because I was working on a commander deck. So that's that, guys, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, please give the video a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comment section down below. Please type MTG in the comment section for the algorithm, and I will see you in another video, guys. Ciao. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Sorry about the weird lighting, mostly because we are about to open up the Foundations beginner box. Oh my god, this thing is pretty heavy, so hopefully we're going to get something good in the box. Gotta give it a shake. Okay, it's a nice sturdy box. We did recently just do a Foundations fat pack opening, and we actually got quite a few nice cards. In here we have got this. Welcome to Magic the Gathering. In this box you will find everything you need to start your journey. A tutorial game guide by 2 step-by-step booklets, plus a variety of ready-to-play card packs to explore once you understand the basics. If you prefer to learn digitally, find a video tutorial and an interactive experience, and there's the QR code. Okay, cool. That's Cobra. And then of course we've got a ton of these little playbooks. We've got the Vampires deck and we've got a Cats deck. I knew in the previous video I said that most likely in this set it's going to start off with Vampires, and then the other one's the white's going to be Kitties. And then we've got the rules reference guide. This is going to help. Now I'm not going to explain how to play Magic. That's not what I do here. If you want me to do that, I will do a video tutorial in which I will play a mock game for you guys. I'm just here to go over these. Now these, as you can see, are the actual sealed decks. We have got Cats in here and we've got Undead in here. So I want to go through the starter decks and tell you, see if they're worth it or not. But at the same time, let's see what else you get in the box. Let's see. We get a really cool Oh wow, it's a fold-out playmat. This one's cardboard. Okay, yeah, it's cardboard. I thought it would have been like a vinyl mat, but it's not. It's just cardboard. And it's not even a really good quality cardboard. Sorry, what? See, this is like Amazon packaging cardboard. So it explains your library, your graveyard, life total, exile, lands, creatures. Okay, so it's just a basic playmat. This is something that you can technically use this as a template format, and then go on to somewhere like Amazon, or use a online business. I would suggest you use an online business, and have them make you a custom playmat. So that's interesting. And then we have deck boxes. Are these deck boxes? No, these are tokens with individual card sleeves. Oh, that's cool. So you get little +1/+1 tokens, and these are individual deck box dividers. Okay. Oh, that's cool. And you get another playmat. So you do get 2 playmats, but this is weird cardboard. Okay, cool. And then we get blue, intellect, black is death, decay, red is fury and chaos, green is life and nature, white is protection and order. Okay, cool. So it just explains what these are. I'm just gonna eat that. And I'm just going to get down to what's in the box, as they say. And so in here, you get 2 deck books. So I'm going to keep these, okay, in case you guys want me to go into it. Oh, and you get 2 life counters. Ooh, let's see. Let me see. This one's definitely Liliana's. Oh yeah, black and purple. Oh, my colours, my jam. I just found my life counter. Yes, my lucky life counter. Lucky life counter. Now this one would have been better if it was in a gold, not a horrible mustard yellow. Like if they made like this kind of metallic purple colour. Okay, but it is what it is. I mean, they get these at a specific price point. And so I'm gonna put the box over there. Put the life counters away. And so I'm gonna go over these little books. In here it's going to explain what you get in the training deck. Okay, so lay the playmat in front of you, place the deck face down in the library. Yeah, it's just a tutorial. I'm mostly going to see what's in the decks. So you don't get the Planeswalkers, you don't get Liliana, and you don't get Ajani. Okay, fair enough. I mean, what would you expect for that price? I mean, you pay, I think it was 20 something. Let me check on the Amazon how much I paid, because I don't remember how much I paid for it, to be honest with you. I think I paid more for the fat pack than I did the beginner box, so that should tell you something. Let's see. Un momento, por favor. The Foundations bundle, aka the old fat pack, was £42.45. And it's now currently out of stock. Wow. And the Foundations beginner box was $24.99. So that big box you just saw, that you get these, was $24.99. Okay. So there's probably going to be a whole bunch of bulk junk in here. So anyway, so let's see what's in the little slip here. And as you have a little how to play cards. What does blocking, it explains attacks, blocks, it explains the battlefield, Battlefield, yeah, creature tokens. Yeah, that's all it is, just a token set. So you get fairies, gobos, little kitty cat. Okay, so you just get tokens. Okay, so that's your token pack. Alright. Excellente. Alright, so we're going to take a look at the undead first, because you guys should know me by now. If you don't know me by now, you will never, ever, ever know me. Alright, so we get a Death Baron as our rare. Zombie Wizard for 2/2 for 3. Skeletons you control and other zombies you control get +1/+1 and have Death Touch. Ooh. Again, I'm just gonna... Yeah, so it's your typical zombie deck. So, Cemetery Recruitment. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. If it's a zombie card, draw a card. Crow the Dark Tidings. Oh, I like that art on that card. That would be a bitchin' for you. Deadly Plot. Manfold Twins. When this creature dies, it will create two 2/2 black zombie creature tokens. Okay, cool. So you get 3 for that class. Suspicious Shambler. 3 and a black for a 4/2 that has pay 6. Exile this card from your graveyard. Create 2 black zombie creature tokens and activate as a sorcery. Okay. Tap, enters a card, add mana of chosen colour. Okay. Uncharted Haven, that could be a good card. Your basic swamps, you're going to get mana flood. Gobos. Drop deck bomber as they're rare. Okay. So you get a small little selection of things. Another Uncharted Evans. Okay. And Terror of the Mountain Venus is a dragon. Fiery Annihilation spell. Guardian Orbit of Dragonkin. Tap, add red mana spent on a dragon creature. The spell against haste. Okay, cool. Kargan Dragon Rider. I'm surprised there's not a Dragon Speaker Shaman in here. With the new dragons coming out, I'm literally surprised that there isn't Dragon Speaker Shamans. Okay, so another Uncharted Heaven. That's 3 in here so far. Here we go. Elves. Elvish Archdruid. Nice. That's a good card. That card, Elvish Archdruid, it's going for a pretty price. Last time I looked. The originals, not this new print. There you go. Another Dwayne's Elite. Llanowar Elves. I called it. So they want you to do a Llanowar Elf thing. Another Uncharted Haven. So there's a player set of Uncharted Haven. Primal. Okay, so there's a lot of green in here in this set. And another Uncharted Haven. So Uncharted Haven's definitely going to be one of those things. Definitely going to be one of those things. Okay, so you get the cat deck. Where's the undead deck? Because this one says do not shuffle. Where's the other deck then? What a jet! Unless there's 2 decks here. Unless they're 2 30 card decks. I say, what a bloody jet! Yeah. Alright. Yeah, so it's... Yeah. Do not shuffle, do not shuffle. Yeah, here we go. Lots of angels in this set for white. And I mean a lot. So blue are pirates. Uar. This is damn near an entire fucking blue deck. Alright, so yeah, the rest is all blue. This is all blue. God damn. Neek, you too. Okay, so Vampire Eloper, Vampire Spawn, Moment of Craving, Highborn Vampire, Untamed Hunger, Glutton Collector, Crossword Troublemaker. Attacking vampires you control have Death Touch and Lifelink. Whenever a vampire you control dies, you may pay 2 life. If you do, draw a card. Vengeful Bloodwatch. Hero's Downfall. Vampire Noche. Okay. Off Immortality. Target creature gains Death Touch and Indestructible at the end of the turn. Then we've got Shawman's Blood Thief. Okay, cool. Cool. So yeah, there's all the rares and the uncommons and whatnot are set. Okay, these are all set, and it's all set so that your so that the white deck wins. Jezzel Goldmane, Legendary Creature, Cat Warrior, First Strike. Okay, cool. Pacifism's back. Oh yay! Fun. Leonard Vanguard. I remember that from another set. Moment of Triumph. Yeah. Evocative Smite. Okay. Cool. So yeah, you get quite a lot of cards in the set. These are set cards, so all the rares you get are set to be what they are. So when you're undead, you're going to get a Death's Baron. When you open up this, you're going to, you know what I mean, you're going to get the Corsair Captain. When you open this one, you're going to get that because they're set in this box. So it's interesting, I'm not going to lie. I think I'm going to have some fun making a black commander deck, maybe a black blue. So who knows? Anyway guys, I hope you liked this video. Let me move this back up. Hello. I really do hope you like this video. Like I said, all these products I paid for out of my own pocket. None of this was, sponsored in any way, shape or form. If you really want to help out the channel, please check out the links in the video description. I've got merch, I've got a donation button if you want to buy me a coffee, shoot me a PayPal donation. Links are down there. If you do want to donate and you find it kindness in your heart, please let me know in the donation what you want me to spend that money for. If you want me to spend it on more cardboard crack, I will. If you want me to spend it on hookers and blow, I will. Just let me know. Anyway guys, please bleep in the comment section down below. What are you looking forward to in this new Foundation set? Me, I just like the fact that they're going back to basics. They're simplifying it, they're kissing it, they're keeping it simple, stupid, and that is something that Magic has gotten so far away that it needs it. Wizards, you need this. You need to stop doing all these fancy, flashy this, flashy that. Not everyone has ADHD and needs to be looking at an RGB strip. Okay, I'm sorry, but some of us just don't. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. Please give the video a like. I greatly appreciate it if you found the content useful. If you don't like it, again, leave a dislike. All the feedback helps me make better content for you guys. If you want to see more, please comment down below on what you want to see. If you want me to see me open up whatever card set in Magic the Gathering, I will see about trying to obtain some boosters or whatever for it, opening them up and then giving my thoughts on it. Anyway guys, this has been Cracking Packs. My name's Danny, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care now. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you've been enjoying the content that I have been putting up of late. And today, I realised I've been ordering some Magic the Gathering cards for a vampire deck. Sorry, I'll stop doing puns. And I noticed that some of the cards that I've ordered haven't arrived, some have, and one just arrived. So I figured I would open it up and give you an idea of what's going on. So let me just re-angle the camera and we shall see. Ha 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 ha. Let focus. There we go, focus. And so I order quite a lot, as you can see, of Magic the Gathering cards for my collection, as well as for libraries, decks, whatever you want to call it, that I like to play. I'm getting into I'm getting into a lot of Commander. In fact, I've pre-ordered a Commander deck from a well-established Commander deck builder. The reason why I did that is so that I can understand how Commander works. I've only ever played Commander once, and it went horribly. I'm more of a traditional two-headed ogre style player. Now, I'm not going to say the buyer who I got this from. In fact, actually, ironically, they gave a card, so I will. I got these cards from Green Gecko Gaming. Here is their business card. Green Gecko Gaming. You can find them on eBay or EvilBay. There you go, guys. Pause it and get yourself a discount right there. I believe that's good for 5%. So you do that, guys. I like paying full price for my stuff, and people are like, but why, Cobra? Because it means I am supporting local businesses, and that's the thing. I only support local businesses. I don't like to buy from someone. I mean, don't get me wrong, places like Card Kingdom are good places if you're looking for a specific card of a specific amount for a specific reason, i.e., say you're looking for a Black Lotus, but you want this Black Lotus to be grade 9, or if you're a grade collector. I'm not a grade collector. I don't care what grade the card is, as long as I play with it. Again, every card in this folder, okay, I have played with. I have, you know, worked with. I have libraries based around. I have, you know, things of that nature. I do play with my collection. And so, that being said, I ordered some vampires that I was missing for this library. I will, if you guys are interested, I will do a live stream where I will be playtesting the hands on this to get it going. It's type 1, mostly because of 2 or 3 cards that's in the set that makes it type 1. Vintage, I believe that's called now. And I believe that is Howling Mines, and there's one other. This is one of the things I absolutely enjoy about buying from small businesses, because they care about repeat business. They will take care of their customers. Okay? I've made no bones about people who will send cards that I've spent up to £30 on in single loose piece of shit sleeves in a padded envelope. And, well, this is what I've picked. I won't go into details to what and why I picked these, but let's just say these are part of that's a player's collection right there. And a player's collection for me is when you have 4 of any one specific card. Go and have a look. A player's collection. And I believe this will be the player's collection of the Aristocrat, which means they can look at going into my... Yeah, it's already a player's collection. There we go. So this is an extra. Nice. Now, these are vampires that I plan on actually incorporating into version 2.0 of this library. And it's all about life gain, life loss, and mill. So, how can I put this nicely? I guess I can show you real quick. Now, I'm waiting on some cards to get to me. Namely, I'm waiting on a player set of Gift of the Etherborn. This is going into the deck as well. It's a good little 2-3 for 2. So it's always punching above its weight with Death Touch and Lifelink. So these are going in, these are going in. You have Underworld Dreams. That is a Gift of the Etherborn, but it's a proxy, so doesn't worry about that. I'm just going to show you a simple little combo that I want to run. Again, see, Howling Mines, these are the old school originals. Where are you? Down, 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 and I also do need to get one of the most expensive cards in my collection. That's Mind Crank. Mind Crank is going up in price, and I do need 3 more of this. So next month I will be making a very large purchase and buying 3 Mind Cranks to get a player's set. But the way the combo works is you already have Warlock on the field, you already have Howling Mine on the field, you have Underworld Dreams on the field, you drop a Mind Crank. Okay, you then have Marauding Blight Priest, you have Indulgent Anarchist, and you have a Vengeful Blood Witch on the field. Now how this works is when your opponent draws 2 cards, he immediately takes 2 damage from the Underworld Dreams. Mind Crank says whenever they take damage or life loss, goes to that many cards of how much damage goes into their graveyard. So immediately 2 cards go into their graveyard. Okay, now whenever because where is it? Shoot. Is it Marauder or is it Indulgent? That's one of them. I've got another vampire. 1 second. No, not him. No. Staff of the Magi. Or you can either have Staff of the Death Magus or Reaper's Talisman. Okay? On the field. Now you don't even have to equip the Reaper's Talisman. It just has to be on the field for this to work. Okay? Well, actually you do have to have it equipped. But point is, okay, you then play Drain Life for how much mana you want. Mind Crank says they discard that many cards. Because you've gained X amount of life, because I've gained life now. Marauding Blight Priest says, yeah, they lose that much life again. Mind Crank says you discard that many cards again. do you understand how the deck works now? And then, just for shits and giggles, I will play Mind Twist, discard their entire hand. So they've got no hand, they've lost double the amount of life, and they've lost anywhere between, on average, 16 cards off the top of the deck. We've just and taken, yeah, because technically they don't draw it. So that's the only downside, is the Underworld Dreams. But it's a interesting combo. And then I maxed this out to level 3. And at the beginning of my end step, each opponent loses life equal to the life they lost this turn. So basically, the way this works is, even if I drain life for 5, okay, which is the average, okay, I gain 5 life, they lose 5 cards, she does 5 damage, they lose another 5 cards, okay, so that's 10 life. End of my turn, this says they take another 10 damage. Because they take damage, Mind Crank says that's another 10 cards on the top of their library. Understand how it works now? In essence, it's life gain mill. And it's just something that came to me. And so I'm in the process of trying to get this to be more streamlined. Its only issue is it does lack enchantment removal or artifact removal. So if I'm playing against a really good speedy deck, I really don't stand a chance. But yeah, it is an interesting library. So I will be tweaking it. I'll be adding Gift of the Aetherborns, Indulgent Aristocrats, because that way I can sacrifice a creature and put a 1/1 counter on each vampire I control. So even if I have a sacrificial little weenie 2/1 chump block, you know, for damage goes on the stack. 2, sack it. All of my vampires get +1/+1. And I've got other vampires in here that say when another vampire gets +1/+1, they get an additional +1/+1, and da-da-da-da, and various other abilities. So there's multiple win cons in this deck. So hello. So yeah, there's multiple win cons in this library, and it's just something I've been working on, something I want to tweak and play with and have fun. And so yeah, hope you enjoyed this episode of Cracking Packs and where I'm going with this library idea. If you want to see more, please leave a comment on the video. I greatly appreciate it. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button, and hit the like button. I greatly appreciate it, guys. And until then, what is going on, guys? I did promise you in the last video that there would be more Cracking Pack episodes, and here they are. I'll try to be quick. We haven't got a coffee with me here, so I was thinking about somewhat turning it into a coffee time with Cobra. I'm sorry about the noise outside. I do live close to a school, and it is 3:30, which means all the kids are coming out of school. So I've got to be careful when I'm opening up some of these, because some of these have messages and stuff inside them, because some of these are actually from I can't believe I'm saying this, but some of these are actually from fans. Some people have been quietly watching me well, thank you, Richie, for this. In one of my pseudo random live streams, he said he was gonna throw a Pokemon card in there as a lols, because I told him I've never owned a Pokemon card in my life, and so he said, well, I'll sort you out. So thank you for that, my man. Thank you for that. He sent these to my PO box. Oh, he sent me 2. Oh, he sent me a black energy and a basic energy. I have no idea if it's like a mana and just tap it, because I've not played Pokemon. I played a video game, but I don't play this. So Blood Hustler. She is a 1/1 for 2 creature vampire rogue. Whenever you commit a crime, put a 1/1 counter on Blood Hustler. This ability triggers only once each turn, targeting opponents anything they control and or cards in their graveyard is a crime. And it has pay 4, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain a life. Excellent, excellent. That's going to go in my vampire deck, obviously. So thank you for that. And like I said, thank you for everything.
This is a reminder.
Take a
meds.
Yes, I will. This is a reminder.
This is a reminder.
Take your meds.
Take a meds.
Yes, I will. Some of you may or may not know, one of the reasons why I dropped off the face of the earth, content creating wise, is for my health. I suffer from seizures, frontal lobe seizures, and this is all documented. My ex-wife will tell you, even my enemies will tell you. They used to witness me having seizures. Even some of you guys on stream once witnessed me having a seizure. And aha, yes, thank you. Desperate Bloodseeker. He is a 2/2 for 2 lifelink. When he enters the battlefield, target player mills 2 cards. Perfect. Again, now the difference between this is just the difference between someone who doesn't sell cards or trade cards or whatever versus someone who does. Okay? Hard sleeves, these are perfect for shipping stuff in a hard envelope with a dedicated full shipping invoice and everything else and whatnot. That's the difference between companies and versus people. and I don't expect individual followers or people to. I've got to keep this for tax reasons. I don't expect individual people to go to that level, but I do. I have been collecting, playing Magic for many years, and I sell Magic cards as well, and I will buy estates, Magic card collections, things of that nature, and I'll park them out. And do I feel bad? Yes, because I know that's someone's baby. I know that is someone's collection at one point that they took pride in. And then at the same time, no, because people will do it to my collection when I die. So what goes around comes around. And yes, my eye is incredibly red and puffy. I also do some boxing sparring, and I stupidly kept walking into some younger boxer's jab. You know, good guy, good boxer, good snap in his punch. His problem is his breathing. I did point that out to him, that he needs to focus on his breathing and he needs to stop opening in his mouth. You can tell when he's running out of petrol, because all of a sudden he starts off like this, and this, and this, and this. And that is bad, because that will break your jaw. There's a reason why we have mouth guards, idiot. Close your mouth. Keep it closed. Bite down. Keep it closed. But he won't listen. So I clocked him in the jaw, and I didn't clock him hard, because I know he's got a fight coming up, but I clocked him hard enough to remind him to keep his fucking mouth closed. There wouldn't be a video of me without me having to type a message to someone. And so yeah, I've got some of the vampires in my deck that I want to go with. And again, the deck is nowhere near Type 2. It's definitely Type 1 vintage. Mostly because of the Howling Mines and a few of the other cards that are on my to get list over at Card Kingdom. CardKingdom.com. Not a sponsor, but let me put you like this. This is Card Kingdom. This is a list of cards that I'm purchasing. Yes, there's some very expensive cards in there, most notably Mesmeric Orbs and Mind Cranks. And you're probably thinking, why is Mind Crank and Mesmeric Orb so goddamn powerful? Okay, take a look. Whenever an opponent loses life, that player puts that many cards from his or her top of his or her library into his or her graveyard. So that's why. It's the ability. It's not the rarity of the card, it's the ability. So, and then I've got Yungo's Bell. Again, Yuko's Bell from Champions of Kamigawa. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may have target creature gain X for any turn, where X is the number of creatures you control. If you do, sacrifice that creature at the end of the turn. So good for finisher. And of course we've got Davril Rogue Shadow Mage. Again, another good card, good planeswalker. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, if that player has one or fewer cards in hand, it does 2 damage to him. Again, this deck is designed about doing some things. Then we've got my Desecration Demon. I need him for a different deck I'm building. Beginning of each combat, any opponent may sacrifice a creature. If that player does, tap Desecration Angel and put a 1/1 counter on it. So it's good to force my opponent to tap, you know. So just some ideas for you. And then we've got Knight of the Ebon Legion. Good card. It's a 1/2 for 1, which is fucking amazing. Pay 3, he gets +3/+3 and death touch at the end of the turn. At the beginning of your upkeep, if a player lost 4 or more life this turn, put a 1/1 counter on Knight of the Ebon Legion. So you can pump him and swing, pump him, swing, pump him, swing, pump him, swing, pump him, swing. Yeah, so. And it doesn't matter if he does damage. You can just have him on the field and have other vampires make him lose life. And he still gets counters. He's a really good creature. A really good creature. Oh, the Brothers' War. Yeah, there it is. A Mesmeric Orb. Whenever a permanent becomes untapped, that permanent's controller mills a card. Yes, it will mill me. But it's just good to have the opponent focus on it and try and just yeet it. So, what else is there? There's Grim Savant from Modern Horizons, another good card. Zombie Warlock. It's good, just a good card to have in zombie decks as well as vampires. When Grim Savant enters the battlefield, search your library for a card with a mana value of less than or equal to your devotion to black. So you can use them late game to search. Basically, I use them as a tutor, a minimum 4 tutor. So I'm going to get something that's 4 or less, or 5. So it is what it is. Plus, that doesn't count towards black artifacts or black creatures or just your black land. Your black land alone to summon him will be 4. Plus, whatever creatures you have on the field are an additional grab. You know? So, abso-freaking-lutely, he deserves to be in more decks. And of course, there's Liliana of Dark Realms. I don't own this Liliana. This is the promo store foil one though. I don't own this Liliana in my collection. I do not own her. So yes, she's for mana ramp because my idea is to basically get lands out with her. That's it. That's her sole purpose. Is just part of my mana ramp. As well as the fact that it's a Liliana I don't own. What else? Oh, Nighthawk Scavenger. Another good card. Flying, Death Touch, Lifelink for 3. Nighthawk Scavenger's power is equal to 1 plus the number of card types among cards in your opponent's graveyard. So as you can see, pump up with Mesmeric Orb, pump up with Christ knows what else. It's a good one. And then of course you've got Sorin, again a good vampire. I need to just say sod it and buy this Sorin at that price. Abso-freaking-lutely. Not including shipping. I don't think it does include shipping, but I need to snag him at that price. I will get all 8 at that price. So yeah, put one vampire weenie summons a creature you control gets destroy up to 3 target creatures and/or planewalkers. Return each card type into that graveyard. That way, place it back in your battlefield. So basically, just kill, yoink, put on the field. So I can kill these planeswalkers. I can kill whatever. You know. But yeah, again, it's a good thing to have. And yeah, so that's just some cards you can pick up at cardkingdom.com, pretty cheap. Again, I don't know the shipping on this yet, but as it is, I'm sitting at $230 something from Card Kingdom. I'm going to wean it down and just grab the 35-cent ones and stuff first. Doesn't make sense. Or I'll just bite the bullet and get the most expensive ones first, which is the Mind Cranks. Because I need Mind Cranks for other decks as well. Because Mind Crank is just an awesome bloody card to have. So let me just go back here. Hey, what's up? Yeah, so Mind Crank's just an awesome card to have in your collection. Because it goes so well with so many colours. Red, it can go well with red, it goes well with blue, it goes well with black, it goes well with so many colours. If you really wanted to go out there, do it with a black-red Rakdos. Trust me, the amount of times I've had 2 Mind Cranks on the field and just dropped gobos. They just ping, and you ping that opponent, and also bam, 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 bam. So for that 1, that 2 red mana, or that zombie that comes in, there's several zombies that come in that you discard cards. Case in point, Desperate Bloodseeker. He comes into play, target opponent discards, mills 2 cards, boom, 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 And before I knew it, my opponent, who had 61 cards, was down to 20 something by turn 4. just because those 2 mine cranks. I know, it was turn 6. Right, turn 6. Just because those 2 mine cranks. And he had no way to counter because his artifact destruction was in his graveyard. And he just looked at me, shook my hand and said, "It's nothing I can do, mate, you won." I was like, "Alright, cool, thanks." So yeah, mine crank can totally win a battle just by itself. Anyway, I'm ranting. I'm going to shut up now. Anyway, guys, you take it easy. I'll catch you on the flip side. Hey, what is going on, my family, my friends, my loved ones, my subscribers, new and old? Hello, hello, hello. I have got a ton of content that I have recorded, and I'm due to get it edited. Now, some of the content is old, so you're going to see me with different haircut and a whole bunch of other different stuff. I've just been so busy, I haven't gotten around to editing it yet. Ow, my shoulder is still killing me from my physical this morning from my doctor. Ah. I have no idea what my doc did to my shoulder, but my left arm is killing me. And I'm left-handed, so that sucks. During, was it my coffee time? One of my videos, I had my 3D printer over there, the big one. I had that printing, and one of my friends who likes to proof watch my videos before I upload them asked me about what was I printing, and I thought to myself, I very rarely do get into the weeds about what it is that I print, and so I figured I would just show you. So some of you may or may not know I play a lot of tabletop miniature games, Warhammer 40,000, things of that nature, and one of them that I love playing is one called Bolt Action. Now, Bolt Action is a World War II tabletop shooter game. No, it's not really a shooter, but tabletop strategy game. There we go. And in it, your tanks have specific points, your troops have specific points, various other things. However, the difference between Bolt Action and other tactical tabletop strategy games is in Bolt Action, you and your opponent must agree on a time period. What that means is there's early war, there's mid-war, and there's late war. So late war, you're taking things like Tiger 2s, you're taking things like IS-1s, IS-2s, Pershings, Super Pershings. Technically didn't get into any kind of physical combat, but you get the idea. You're taking on late war stuff. Early war, you're more looking at things like this, little Panzer 1, Panzer 2Cs, Panzer NAs, things of that nature. Mid-war, you're looking at things like Panthers, and you're looking at things like Panzer 4s, things of that nature. I prefer early to mid-war. I do have some late war models like the Tiger 2, mostly just because I wanted it. I 3D printed it, and I just wanted it to have it. So I've got it. Not that I play with it, but I also do play a lot of captured stuff. So this is a captured KV2, and I have a captured KV1. So there you go. And yes, the Germans did capture Soviet vehicles. They captured everything from the T-70, not the modern T-70, but the original T-70 light tank, the BT-7, the T-28, the T-34, the KV-1, the KV-2. I think the only thing they didn't steal was the IS. No, wait, did they steal the IS? I think they stole the IS. They probably did. But during the Eastern Front War, when Germany's tanks started to show their teeth, namely what that means is it means that the tank itself was designed for a specific role, but they've had to modify it to fill in another role until another role specific tank can come in and tag out that tank. Case in point, there's a reason why they didn't roll Panzer IIs late in the war. They moved to Panthers, if you get what I'm saying. So they always kept tagging up. Well, I also like to use a lot of infantry in my Bolt Action because it's infantry that wins wars, not tanks. Don't get me wrong, tanks can be a battlefield. What's all on for here? They can be. 1 second. They are a combat enhancement by multiplication, and what that means is a tank, even by modern today's MBT main battle tank standards, like the Challenger 2, Challenger 1, Abrams, Leopard 1, Leopard 2, Leopard 3, T-72, T-8, it doesn't matter. All modern combat tanks still need infantry to support them, and the infantry needs the tank to support them. It's called combined arms for a reason. And so in bolt action, I like to use a lot of half tracks. In particular, I like to use the 250 series, so the 252, the 251, the 255s. This is a 250, a 250-2, yeah, 250-2, and I have another 250-2. That's what I just finished printing. So I've got several 250-2s for my infantry. This one's for my Pioneer Squad, and the other one is for my Panzer Grenadiers, which is the engineering groups. And then we've got this one, which can be modified because I've got the add-ons for it to turn it into a rocket propelled one, which is the 250 dash. This is the 250-8. This is the Brumber, which is, again, it's a half track, but it has a 7.5 centimeter cannon on it for infantry support. The missile one, I want to say it's the 250-11. I'll have to consult my books. I've got tons of books on various different variant models, and like the Panzer 3 J1, J2, G, F, U. There's tons of different variants of the Panzer. Case in point, this is a Panzer 3 J1, and this is a Panzer 3 early model because there's no radio box on. There's no rear trunnion on the back, and it's using the short barrel. And then we've got a Panzer 3 J. So J, J1, Panzer 3 G? No, G had the external. Right, if the G had the external Schatzens, I'm going to have to consult my book again. Like I said, I've got different variants of ones for different time periods in the wars. So each tank in particular can be used for different battle packs and stuff like that, which is their versions of missions and sorties and stuff. I have Panthers, I have Panzer 3s, Panzer 4s. I have Tigers as well for late, mid to late war. So I've got these are both Tiger H's, so Tiger H1s. We have Herschel Tigers. We are not the Porsche variant, yeah. Yeah, the Porsche variants are. How can I put this? Shit. that is me being nice. The Porsche variants are just shit. So yeah, and again, that is me being nice. The Porsche variants are just shit. Electric transmission, not good. Like to catch fire. Ask Ferdinand's. So yeah, so that's what I was printing. Now, this video is about what's in here. Now, another one of my hobbies, as you guys know, is I play Magic the Gathering. Now, some of the content I've got on my channel, and I haven't had time to upload it yet, is my Cracking Packs series. So that's what this is. Oh, this is nice. Red, white, will come with fresh. Everyone maximize melee triggers with aggressive Boros deck. Okay, so this is a Boros deck that now this is a commander's deck. This is a 100 card deck. Now I purchased this off a guy on Amazon, off of eBay, and thanks for the order. He's written down what it is and everything else, and I will be playtesting this with a black vampire deck I've built myself. And so I'm just going to go over this, take a look, and give my honest feedback on it, on everything in general, like the deck itself, how it handles, things of that nature. And I'm going to go through this right now with you. So what I will do is I will change the camera angle here in a few seconds. Now, I do have this rigid camera here. That's for my painting desk when I do my painting streams, but I want to set it up and have it so we've got like an overhead, so you guys can see the cards a little bit more clearer. That's one of the feedbacks I got from my Cracking Packs videos. Alright, so let's take a look. So this is our champion. So I'm going to move this down a little bit. Okay, so this is our champion, Adrenia, Captain of the Guard. She's a 4/4 for 5, so she costs a little bit more. Melee. Whenever this creature attacks, it gets +1/+1 to the end of the turn for each opponent you attacked this combat. Other creatures you control have melee. If the creature has melee instance of each, it triggers separately. Okay, cool. So this is an enchantment creature. Bestow. You can play it for its bestow cost, and it becomes an enchantment. Okay, so normally you can play it for a 2/2 with vigilance, or you can play it for its bestow cost of 5 and give a target creature 2/2 and vigilance. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it like that. Tranquil Promenade land comes into play tapped when enters the battlefield. Sacrifice it unless you pay 1. Tap, add 1 mana of any colour to your mana pool. So it taps for any mana, but it costs you 1. Alright, okay, so you get the typical evolving winds, which is what you need to find. It's a tap sack land card. Dispeller's Capsule, 2 and a white, tap, sacrifice it. Destroy a target artifact or enchantment for 1. Okay. Hammerhand. Enchant creature. When Hammerhand enters the battlefield, target creature can't block this turn. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and haste. Okay. So when it enters the battlefield, target creature can't block this turn, but target creature gets +1/+1 and haste. Okay. So you want to play Hammerhead at the end of your opponent's turn because it's an instant. You can do it anyway. Is it an instant? No, it's not. You can only play it in my turn. Okay, cool. Galvanic Bombardment deals X damage to target where X is 2 plus a number of cards named Galvanic Bombardment in your graveyard. So this is only going to do 1 damage. So it's only going to do 3 damage. Okay, because you're only allowed 1 in Commander. Pillar of Light. Exile target creature with toughness of 4 or greater. Angel Song. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn. Pay 2 to cycle. Discard this card and draw a card. Okay, so it's got cycling in it. Acronian Phalanx. 3/3 vigilance with a pump ability for 4. What is going on with these prices, bro? It's like it's almost a fucking economy, you know what I mean? Phalanx Giant. Tribute 2. Battlefield, opponent of your choice may place 2 1/1 counters on it. Okay. Battlefield, an opponent of your choice may place 2 1/1 counters on it. At the battlefield, if tribute wasn't paid, it does 5 damage to each opponent. Oh, fair enough. Maria's Outrider. Elf Archer. It's a 4/4 with reach, dominion, whenever and battlefield it deals damage. It deals damage to each opponent equal to the number of basic land types among lands you control. Yeah, it's a bit nasty right there. Screeching Griffin. It's a common white card that's in most sets. They've always usually got some form of Griffin. 2/2 for 4. It has flyer with black. Target creature can't block. Screeching Griffin this turn. Okay, so yeah. That's one I'll definitely take out the deck. Agravin Phalanx costs 6 for a 4/4. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature you control, and has vigilance. So there's a high chance you can probably get this down for maybe 2 and a white or 1 and a white. Lightning Strike does 4 damage. Typical lightning strikes. Maniacal Rage. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and can't block. Okay. Here we go. Love Song of Night and Day. Read ahead. Choose a chapter to start with. And with that many lore counters, add 1 after your draw step. Skipped chapters don't trigger. Sacrifice after the 3rd. Okay. You and your opponent draw 2 cards. Create a 1/1 white bird creature token with flying. Put a 1/1 counter on each up to 2 target creatures. So it's barely worth it. Prayer and Binding. Flash. Enchantment. Enters the battlefield. Exile up to 1 target non-land permanent your opponent controls.
When it leaves the battlefield, when this leaves the battlefield, you gain 2 life. Okay, so okay. Captain's call, create soldiers. Yeah, that's a typical white thing. Dogpile. Oh god, I've not seen dogpile in a while. Bro, stop. I've not seen dogpile in a while. Deals damage to each to target creature or player equal to the number of attacking creatures you control. Yeah, I remember dogpile. Used to be fun. Command the Storm does 5 damage to target creature, not player. Okay. Pinnacle of Rage does 3 damage to each. Does damage 3 damage to each of each of 2 target creatures and or players. So you can so it does 3 to a creature or 3 to 2 creatures or 3 to 2 players. Okay. Raise to the ground. This spell can't be countered. It's a destroy target artifact. If its mana value was 1 or less, draw a card. Okay, so that's basically designed to kill lotuses or soul rings. Join forces. Untap 2 target creatures. They each get +2/+2 to the end of the turn. Okay. Sandblast does 5 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. That's common. Yorichia declares war. Create O2 colorless Thopter artifact token with flying named Orthopter. Tap any number of untapped artifacts you control. When you do, Yorichia declares war, deals that much damage to target creature or planeswalker. Up to 1 target artifact you control becomes a creature with haste, with a base power and toughness of 4/4 until the end of the turn. Okay, so that's an interesting take. Act of treason. Gain control of target creature until the end of the turn. Untap that creature. It gains haste until the end of the turn. So basically, let them pump up a huge creature and then. Cool. Furious Bestow. First strike team. Scry 1. All these cards scream you have to have creatures on the field. And I'm not seeing enough creatures that are in the right enough cost level so far. Joust. Choose target creature you control. Target creature you don't control. The creature you control gets +2/+1 to the end of the turn. If it's a knight, each of those creatures fight each other. If it gets +2/+2 until the end of the turn. If it's a knight, each of those creatures fight each other. Each deals damage. Okay, so if it's not a knight, then they don't. Okay. Soul Grace, you gain life equal to target creature's power. Okay, interesting. That could be put on an Ezekron Scepter. That'd go good in the life gain deck. Ephemeral Shields. Convoke. Target creature gains indestructible till the end of the turn. Marble Chalice. Tap, gain 1 life. Yeah, not for that cost. Excommunicate. Put target creature on top of its owner's library. Systemic Spike. There it is. Destroy target land. Add 2 red to your mana pool. Yeah. That's the typical red card right there. Gust Rider. Exuberant. 1/2 flyer. Sacrifice it. It deals creatures you control with a power of 5 or greater gain flying to the end of the turn. Okay, alright. Fullstone Creval. Menace. Creval gets +1, -1 until the end of the turn. Okay, so you can pump it to a 5. Yeah. Interesting. That would give it flying. But does it have flying? No, it has menace. This creature can't be blocked except for 2 or more creatures. Okay. Agravon Cavalier, Orc Knight, Enlist. When it attacks, you may have tap a non-attacking creature you control without summoning sickness. So when you do, add its power to this creature until the end of turn. Whenever it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. Okay, cool. Daybreak Captain, Lifelink. Boros Mastiff Battalion. Whenever Boros Mastiff attacks, at least 2 other creatures attack. Boris Mastiff gains life link to the end of the turn. Okay, so basically if you dogpile, swing, just keep swinging, keep swinging, keep swinging. Pegasus Corsair, flying, and when it attacks another target attacking creature gains flying to the end of the turn. So you could technically give the Mastiff flying if the Pegasus was on the field. Interesting. Goblin Glory Chaser. Renown 1, when it deals combat damage to a player, if it hasn't renowned, if it isn't renowned, put a 1/1 counter on it and it becomes renowned. As long as Glory Captain Chaser is renowned, it has menace. Okay, so you just got to keep swinging with them. Forged Devil. When Forged Devil. So like that, when Forged Devil enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to target creature and 1 damage to you. Okay. So it's a pinger. Clockwork Drawbridge, Defender, 2 black, tap target creature. Okay. So it's just designed to slow down. Legonian Bark Band Elder, enters the battlefield, you control an enchantment, you gain 3 life. Yeah, Steel Crusher. Okay, it's an enlist. Sacrifice it, destroy target artifact. Goblin Picker. Red tap, discard a card to draw a card. That's pointless. Boros Guild Mage. Yeah, I remember this whole card. Target creature gains haste to the end of the turn. Strike to the end of the turn. Yeah, again. Dwarven Priest. Dwarven Priest enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life for each creature you control. Okay. Spawnbinder Mage. Cohort. Tap an untapped ally you control to tap a target creature. Okay. Flying Haste. Imperial Sun Chaser attacks each turn if able. Alright. Kedrigan Warcaller. Attacks, put a lore count on target saga you control, because that speeds up your sagas. Goblin Bird Grabber. Gains flying to an attack, activates ability if you control a creature with flying. Okay. Charismatic Vanguard. 4 and a white creature you control gets +1/+1 to the end of the turn. That's pretty fucking expensive. Sorry, but that is. Hero of the Next Pawn. And in fact, 1/1 white creature told you that whenever you as a spell target hero next pawn creature you control gets +1. Okay. Scale Predator, Menace. African Brawler. Cohort War Tribute. Dragon Well. Griffin Protector. Core Sky Chamber. Expedition Raptor. Maze Sentinel. Vigilance. Multicolored creatures you control have vigilance. Okay. So attacking doesn't cause them to tap. These are just some. Alright, so let's take a look at the land spread. Interesting. It's aggro Boros, pretty much. That's all it is. Aggro Boros with Adrena, the captain of the guard, is your champion. So she's only ever going to get, on average, +1 from her melee, and she gives all your other creatures melee. And I can see a lot of mana screwing in this. Too much enchantment, not enough graveyard return. Or at least expect a planeswalker of some kind, of any kind of description. Even the cheapy ones, but I mean, it's a ready to run deck. I will take it to my local hobby store. I'll sleeve it and take it to my local hobby store and see how well it does. But comparing that to something like this deck will fucking piss all over this like it doesn't exist. namely because my Gift of the Etherborn's right there. Say F you to any of your creatures, because you've got no way of regenerating. And guess what? You gained life. Oh, that's nice. I'll just take that back. You know, I've got tons of ways of getting past your removals and things of that nature, and I haven't even tweaked this deck to be anywhere near as efficient as it should be. So that's what it is, guys. I think I paid 15 or 20 quid for the deck. The guy's clearly put his heart and soul into it. He's got a good theme around it. I'll give it a shot. I'll try it out, and if I like it, I will link the guy's store down below. I can't promise anything, but yeah, guys. So until then, I will catch you all in the next set of videos. I've got a ton of more packages to open, so look forward to seeing some more cracking pack episodes. Till then, guys, take care, and I'll see you later.